Varl 4 smells like burning copper. You can taste the soot on your tongue. It is a grim place, but look down that alley. There is a child there. She does not belong in this smog. The locals call her the Star Orphan. You see the light in her eyes. It is not a reflection. It comes from inside her. It glows like a trapped sun. The city walls are high and dark. They try to crush her spirit, but the city fails. You watch her trace patterns in the dirt. They are not random. They match the sky above the smog. No one else can see the stars here. The pollution is too thick, yet she knows where they are. It is spooky. It is also beautiful. She is a spark in a pile of ash. You follow her to the market. It is a loud and dangerous place. Vendors scream prices for scrap metal. The air smells of grease and unwashed bodies. It is perfume for the desperate. The girl walks to a hidden stall. She does not sell junk. She sells maps. Not maps of land, maps of the void. A trader leans in close. He has a cybernetic eye. It whirs as it focuses. He asks what she has today. She hands him a data chip. She says it leads to a clean world. He laughs, but he pays her. He pays her a lot. You see the hunger in the crowd. They want her secrets. She slips the credits into her boot. You realize something important. She is not selling coordinates. She is selling hope. And hope is the most expensive thing here. An old man watches from the shadows. He wears rags that were once the uniform. You see him step forward. He grabs her wrist. The girl does not flinch. He turns her palm up. He traces the lines there. His eyes go wide. He whispers about the patterns. He says they match the ancient charts. You lean in to hear him. He speaks of a great invasion. He speaks of a savior. The girl pulls her hand away. She thinks he is crazy. You are not so sure. The old man looks at the sky. He fears what is coming. He tells her to run. He says the sky will burn soon. You feel a chill. The market noise fades. The threat feels real. Red lights flash above the sector. The crowd panics. You hear the hum of engines. They are not cargo ships. They are hunters. Drones descend from the smog. They scan the faces of the crowd. They are looking for the girl. The recruiters have come. They want her spark. They want to weaponize her eyes. You see her duck under a table. The drones scan the heat signatures. A laser sweeps over her hiding spot. She holds her breath. You hold yours too. A rat scampers by. The laser fries it. That was too close. The smell of singed fur is nasty. She needs to move. You urge her forward with your mind. She crawls toward the exit. The machines are getting closer. Their hum vibrates in your teeth. She sprints to the docking bay. A freighter sits there. It looks like a flying brick. It is ugly, but it looks tough. The pilot is arguing with a mechanic. The girl runs up the ramp. She does not ask for permission. The drones are right behind her. Lasers cut the air. The pilot sees the girl. He sees the drones. He makes a choice. He hits the launch button. The ramp closes just in time. You feel the lurch of takeoff. The engines scream. They sound like a dying cat, but they work. The ship blasts into the sky. The drones follow. They are faster. But the girl points to a nebula. She shouts coordinates. The pilot listens. The ship dives into the mist. The red lights vanish. The mist swallows you whole. The ship drifts in the colored fog. It is safe here. You look around the interior. It is a mess. Wires hang from the ceiling. It looks like a robot exploded in here. The pilot takes her to a station. It is hidden in the nebula. This is the Star Science Academy. It is not a school. It is a rebellion base. Scholars rush to meet her. They scan her eyes. They put the data on a big screen. The room goes silent. You see the map clearly now. It is not just stars. It is a code. It shows the weak points of the enemy. The scholars are stunned. They thought the enemy was invincible. The girl has proven them wrong. The mood changes. Fear turns to focus. You see them planning. The girl is not a victim anymore. She is the key. She meets the crew properly. They are a rough bunch. There is a gunner with 4 arms. There is a medic who is a plant. You would not want to play cards with them. They name her Nova. It fits her. She sits with them at the meal table. The food looks like gray paste. Someone jokes it tastes like despair. Nova laughs. It is the first time you hear her laugh. It sounds like a bell. The crew smiles. They are exiles. They have lost everything. But now they have her. They promise to protect her. They promise to find a new home. You believe them. They are not soldiers. They are family. And families fight harder than armies. The radar pings. It is a soft sound, but it carries dread. You look at the screen. Red dots appear. Hundreds of them. The silent armada has found the base. They do not hail the station. They do not scream threats. They just approach. Their silence is heavy. It presses on your chest. The ships are black. They absorb the light. They look like holes in space. Nova stands up. She looks at the screen. She is not afraid. She knows this pattern. She saw it in her dreams. The crew runs to battle stations. The alarm blares. It is loud, but the silence outside is louder. You grip the edge of your seat. This is it. The war has begun. The station has a weapon. It is an old star engine. It has not worked in years. The scholars say it needs a spark, a specific frequency of light. Everyone looks at Nova. She knows what she must do. She runs to the core room. The machine is massive. It hums with a low power. She places her hands on the glass. You see the energy flow. It goes from her eyes to the machine. It hurts her. You see her wince. The crew watches on the monitors. They are worried. If she pushes too hard, she will burn out. The enemy ships are charging weapons. The station shakes. Debris falls from the ceiling. Nova screams. The light intensifies. It is a test of will. Hope against the void. The leader of the scholars enters the room. You trust him. He has a kind face. But then he pulls a gun. He points it at Nova. You gasp. He is selling her out. He wants to trade her for safety. The betrayal is sharp. It cuts deeper than a laser. He tells her to stop. He says the armada will spare them. Nova looks at him. Her eyes are blazing. She does not stop the machine. She pushes harder. The traitor steps forward. The plant medic tackles him. It is a chaotic struggle. The gun goes off. It hits the control panel. Sparks fly. The traitor falls. But the damage is done. The machine is unstable. Trust is broken. You feel the anger in the room. Nova does not give up. She climbs onto the broken panel. The heat is intense. Her hair floats in the energy field. She connects the wires with her bare hands. You can feel the heat through the story. She shouts a command. The engine roars to life. A beam of pure light shoots out. It pierces the nebula. It hits the lead enemy ship. The ship cracks open. It is glorious. The silent armada is not silent anymore. They are exploding. The light spreads. It jumps from ship to ship. It is a chain reaction. Colonies on nearby moons wake up. They see the beacon. They know help is here. The dark is retreating. Nova has lit the fire. The armada regroups. There are too many of them. The weapon needs one last surge. It needs everything. Nova looks at the crew. She looks at you. She knows the price. She must give up her sight. She must give the constellations back to the void. It is the final trade. The crew begs her to stop. She shakes her head. She closes her eyes. She pushes her spirit into the core. The light becomes blinding. You have to look away. The station vibrates. The energy wave expands. It washes over the enemy fleet. It disables their ships. The silence returns, but this time it is peaceful. The enemy drifts in the dark. The battle is won. Smoke clears in the room. Nova is on the floor. The crew rushes to her. You lean in close. She breathes. She is alive. They help her sit up. She opens her eyes. The light is gone. They are dark. She is blind, but she smiles. She says the darkness is not scary. She says she can still hear the stars. The crew weeps. You feel a lump in your throat. Outside the window, the enemy fleet surrenders. Allied ships arrive. They cheer over the comms. The victory is total. The cost was high, but the galaxy is free. The survivors look at the station. They know who saved them. They salute the girl who gave her light. The journey back to Varl 4 is long. The city has changed. The smog is clearing. The factories have stopped for a day of honor. Nova walks down the ramp. She needs a guide now. The four-armed gunner holds her hand. The crowd is massive. They are not desperate anymore. They are grateful. They throw flowers. The petals cover the gray streets. You hear music. It is a song about a girl and the stars. Nova listens. She tilts her head. She knows the tune. It is the song of her heart. The city is being rebuilt. They are using clean tech. They are using her maps. She cannot see it, but she can feel the warmth. Years pass in a blink. You see a statue in the square. It is her. She is looking up. Children play around the base. They look at the night sky. The smog is gone forever. The stars are visible. They point and name the constellations. They tell the story of the trade. Nova is an elder now. She sits on a porch. She tells stories to the young ones. Her name is legend. It is whispered on distant worlds. The experts were wrong. One person can change everything. You look at the stars one last time. They seem brighter. They are watching over her. The legacy is safe. The night is no longer dark. It is full of promise.